If you're having band problems, I feel bad for you, son. I'm having static band reset issues, and this band isn't the only one. Oh, it reset again. Nice. This is going to be more vloggy, so instead of filing it under second page headlines, I'm going to file it with the Vloggies vlog. That was gross. This video is in response to my video on how customers were reacting to Pivotal Living's launch earlier this year. People were seriously overreacting. Initially, the company primarily relied on Facebook to deal with customer service issues and would casually refer people to their website. They even started a YouTube channel to showcase how-to videos and beefed up their Twitter account to widen their net of support. However, it is concerning that Pivotal Living didn't budget more customer service or app development into the initial price point. That stress is starting to show on the company. In the first 2 weeks of this new year, Pivotal Living has done a complete 180 in how it treats its user base. The company deletes questions and comments left on their Facebook page, and any questions that are answered through either Facebook or Twitter are answered in either a snarky, condescending tone, or the blame is passed on to somebody else, if they're even answered at all. In this tweet, Pivotal Living explains that although they'd like to communicate with tens of thousands of people every minute of the day, they don't have the resources to do so. And in this tweet, they ask a user how he really feels after a complaint, then follows it up with an explanation of an offering they provided to help ease the issue of the band's static reset issue. Simply put, static electricity can reset the band, erasing all the recorded data and rendering the band useless. The company explained that the static issue was environmentally and behaviorally driven, but out of the goodness of their hearts, they're still offering replacements and an additional 12 months of an app service that is currently useless. So to clarify, a company that makes an activity tracking band is blaming the issue on the activity that the band is supposed to be tracking. Static electricity built up could reset the band when discharged. I mean, there is an inward-facing terminal. Oh, it reset again. So giving them the benefit of the doubt, David on Facebook tested it to see, is static electricity legitimately being the cause of this issue? He said that he placed the band in a static-free bag for a few days. Even Pivotal Living was interested in the results until he posted the reply. You see, the band still reset. Not focusing on Pivotal Living not replying, that's actually becoming a trend, just like their deletion of comments. To respond to one user's complaint about the deletion of Facebook posts, Pivotal Living actually blamed it on having fat fingers and said that they were bummed it went missing. They blanket the concern of their practice of deleting comments by saying that they have zero tolerance for toxic talk. There were toxic comments. I even did a video on some of them, but Pivotal Living removed everything. These actions aren't representative of a company who's trying to build an active community. Now, if you don't like the earring, it might not be a good idea to cut off the ear. Serial Guy on Twitter was asking if Amazon had the updated bands with the fix for the static reset issue. Pivotal Living just didn't answer the question. It could be that whoever was managing the Twitter account just read the first 2 lines, but it's Twitter. Do you not have time to read all 140 characters? A quick update on the static reset issue. There are apparently new bands with a fix that should be shipped by the 19th at the latest. If you received a replacement band in the first 2 weeks of January, you did not receive a fixed band. Instead, you received a box of prayers that you would be satisfied. Just going back to the comment thing about Facebook, in addition to deleting the comments and removing users' abilities to post comments to the page, you can no longer rate the company on Facebook. If you are interested in seeing the Amazon or the Google Play Store rating, check the links in the description below. At the time of this video, it's rated, I think, a 1.8 out of 5 with 1,000 reviews on Google Play Store, and I think 1.9 out of 5 on Amazon out of like 680 reviews. At this point, Pivotal Living has a worse score than the bloatware that came with your phone. Just think about that for a second. Pivotal Living CEO did reach out to some customers. The reason for reaching out is legitimate. They do want to know your opinion, but a side product of that is those they speak with are generally cherry-picked. The person the CEO chooses to call ends up being an advocate for the company. It plays on someone's self-worth that I am so important that the CEO reached out to me. Now I'm an advocate because I feel like I owe it to the company. You don't owe shit to anybody. Blowing past the comment deletions and the static resets and the CEO calling people, there's one question that people are asking, and that's, why do I have to pay return shipping to get a replacement band? I guess my concern with Pivotal Living saying that they can't afford shipping both ways with replacement bands is that at the end of the day, it might cost the company about half the price of the band to ship both ways, or maybe the entire price of the band. But you know, that should have been figured out into their trial run. Come on, you have an open terminal here. You have people trying to make fixes by themselves. They're wrapping it with tape and using hot glue. that shouldn't be the case. In this screenshot, Pivotal Living explains to Keith that they provide an annual membership with free hardware. Their service comes first, but due to their low price point, they cannot cover return shipping both ways. That's just shitty business. The reason this is and should be a significant issue for customers is that you shouldn't have to pay more than the initial price to get the product to work. An implied warranty means that if you buy a toaster, you have reasonable expectation to expect it to toast. If you buy a writing utensil, your expectation is for that to write. If you buy an activity tracker, then it should be that it should track activity. For more details about your rights as a consumer, the Federal Trade Commission or the FTC's link about warranties is in the description below. Depending on how you paid for your band, you might be able to request a refund through your credit card company or your bank. And believe me when I say this, if you want a refund, you're not alone. We have touched on the company's treatment of customers, deletion and attempted cover-ups of Facebook comments and questions, static reset issue, and your general rights as a consumer. The real issue is the amount of time people spend trying to operate and work with this band and believing in a product only to find out that they were lied to, and they have a product that they will probably never see work. This vlog episode is in a bit of a more serious tone. I don't do this very often, but I hate when companies try to deceive old and new customers. Check out either of these two videos and help me out by subscribing or commenting your thoughts on Pivotal Living and how they're handling their product issues. Additional links to websites and the images discussed in this episode are in the description below. Keep smiling, because you're worth it.